Welcome traders, it's Saturday morning and we're looking at a trade from the previous session, the Friday, USD Singapore dollar, again all big figure stuff here. So we'll have a look at that. I've been eyeing this one off for a few days and we finally got a bit of a breakthrough last night, so just want to show you the trade, the setup and what we're looking at and the reaction to that. And just keep in mind the USD Singapore dollar, quite a big correspondence between it and the the dollar index. So the Singapore dollar is fairly stable most of the time, and so when its counterparty on the US dollar, you often see the charts looking similar, which is just handy to know. So if we look at here at the dollar index 5-minute chart, you can see this type of pattern playing out up here. This is the area we're talking about within the trade we took. So right up here, just note that as well. If we go back to the, so we can see here, there's the high and also a high from the dollar index. So this whole pattern is very similar. So to the trade, took place at about during the London New York session. So we had price consolidating here, just going along in a fairly slow range of about 70 pips. Just want you to note here, this is where price starts to break out. So this is where price from this pattern is quite important because it comes back and fills that open leg here. So we're consolidating here. We eventually break out just when the New York flows are starting to come into play with the London flows. We come up, we retest that level again, so looking a bit bullish now, and then we have like a 15 pip run up to the big figure, goes through by a couple of pips only. And what I liked about this first open leg where we want to profit, it's 15 odd pips there. That's quite nice to get because this pair is not an over volatile pair, nor is the range very big. So to get that type of opening is quite good. So we have this open leg, we come back, there's your P1 right in here, this area. 5-minute candle, so this is fairly quick, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes, I'm already down to 75, so 25 pips all in a matter of within 10 minutes, so this is great. Opening stop was up here at about 19.20. Obviously when we get quite a quick explosion back, we can really bring that stop in close to avoid any losses. So we've funded the trade at this point, and then we bleed off fairly quickly down to this base as well, which is 36.48. Again, price recognizing these lows and then bounces off, and then at the end of the session comes back up towards a big figure. So another excellent big figure trade example. These things are wonderful. You can't be taking every one, but what you tend to want to be doing is having a look at quite a few different pairs and then start looking at the ones you like, and you'll scale that back into maybe 2 or 3 for the session. One of those may not even get close, it'll go the other direction, but this particular one, for example, I've been watching for a couple of days, so that's what you need to be doing, is just sitting tight, waiting on your hands. Then the structure of the actual trade is quite straightforward. So hope that helps. That's the USD dollar Sing. I just wanted to point out this whole US dollar thing, virtually it's quite reliable off the big figures. So if we go back to the 60-minute chart, I'm just going to compress that up, and it means nothing really right now, but I can tell you just from experience and trading this particular pair, it does respond off the big figure quite well. So once it hits, it's quite good. Obviously once we get into this type of price action, you need to stay away from that, but when you get into these first hits, they're quite good. Obviously we had a news situation here, so need to ignore that, but here you can see price come down off the big figure into the big figure, trades back, so you can profit into this level through it. So you would have ignored this one because it's just gone through some within probably 8 or 10 hours earlier. This is obviously news right here, then we bounce back into the range, middle of the range, coming back up off the big figure. So time after time you'll find this particular pair being quite good.